Hello and welcome to this video on the scarab beetle and the feline in ancient Egypt. The ancient Egyptians had a rich and complex mythology that involved numerous animals and deities. In this video, we will explore the significance of two of the most important animals in their culture, the scarab beetle and the feline. Part 1. The scarab beetle. The scarab beetle was considered a symbol of resurrection and rebirth in ancient Egypt. The ancient Egyptians observed that scarab beetles would roll balls of dung across the ground, which they would then bury and use as a source of food for their young. This led to the belief that the scarab beetle was capable of creating new life from death, and thus became a powerful symbol of resurrection. In addition to this, the scarab beetle was also associated with the sun god, Ra. It was believed that the scarab beetle would roll the sun across the sky, just as it rolled its dung ball across the ground. As a result, the scarab beetle became an important symbol of the sun and was often depicted as a representation of the sun god. The scarab amulet, known as the heart scarab, was often placed on the chest of the deceased during the mummification process, with the belief that it would help guide the soul of the deceased into the afterlife, just as the scarab beetle rolled the sun across the sky each day. Part 2. The feline. The feline, particularly the lion and the cat, were also significant animals in ancient Egypt. The lion was associated with the goddess Kemet, who was believed to have the power to both heal and destroy. She was often depicted as a lioness, and her image was used to ward off evil and protect the people. Cats, on the other hand, were seen as sacred animals and were often kept as pets in ancient Egypt. They were associated with the goddess Batet, who was the goddess of fertility, motherhood, and protection. Batet was often depicted as a woman with the head of a cat, and her image was used to ward off evil spirits and protect the home. In addition to this, the feline was also seen as a symbol of power and strength. The pharaohs often associated themselves with lions and were sometimes depicted wearing lion skins or headdresses. This was seen as a way to demonstrate their power and strength to the people. Part 3. Significance in art and culture. The scarab beetle and the feline were both significant in ancient Egyptian art and culture. They were often depicted in artwork and were used as symbols in various rituals and ceremonies. For example, scarab beetles were sometimes used as amulets and were believed to offer protection and good luck to the wearer. Similarly, images of cats and lionesses were often used in jewelry and other decorative items, and were sometimes buried with the deceased to offer them protection in the afterlife. Part 4. Legacy. The legacy of the scarab beetle and the feline can still be seen in modern-day Egypt. The image of the scarab beetle is still used in various forms of art, including jewelry and decorative items. Similarly, cats are still seen as sacred animals in Egypt and are often kept as pets. In conclusion, the scarab beetle and the feline were both significant animals in ancient Egypt and were often used as symbols in their mythology and culture. The scarab beetle represented resurrection in the sun, while the feline was associated with power, protection, and fertility. Understanding the significance of these animals is key to understanding the rich and complex mythology of ancient Egypt. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like and comment.